Sean, welcome to the program for the first time. Thanks for being with us tonight, and congratulations on your new book. Before we get into this border stuff, tell us a little bit about what's coming out.
Well, first, thank you guys for having me on. Congratulations on all your success. It's great to be with you. Look, The Radical Nation is the first book that's going to look comprehensively at the Biden-Harris administration, the picks, Biden Inc., all the people that surround them, the policies they're pursuing, and the way that they're pursuing it. Everything from packing the court to making D.C. a state. I lay out very clearly what's at stake. And what's at stake is a plan to make a permanent majority. We talk about all of those things I just mentioned, plus things like H.R. 1, how they want to codify the voting for so many people that they will ensure themselves a permanent majority. But the cool thing about it is that there's a chapter 20, Jen, where I lay out what conservatives can do to fight back and educate themselves. And I think for so long we complain. We know what the problems are, but we don't know how to fight back. And I think I've gone through a lot of the guests that you and I and Steve have on our shows who have presented really good ideas about how parents can get more engaged, how the organizations students can belong to, and how we can make sure we fight back. Because I believe if we don't do that, I don't know we can get our country back. So, and by the way, I want to thank everybody, especially the Newsmax viewers who have already ordered the book. It's humbling.
Wonderful. You know, Sean, I think that is so important. It is right for us to complain. It is right for us to identify the problems and to be frustrated and angry about it. But we also have to offer the solutions. I often say we can't just curse the darkness. We have to also light a candle. Speaking of the darkness that's out there right now in our country, in terms of Biden, I really think there are two twin major crises. There are minor crises, but the two major ones are inflation and the border. Your book is all about the radicalism of this administration. If they literally had come in and just done nothing, if Joe Biden had governed as president as he campaigned as candidate, meaning go to your basement and do nothing but watch Matlock and eat oatmeal, things would actually be fine in the United States, wouldn't they, Sean?
Oh, they would. But here's the thing that's interesting is that's not his goal. His goal, when he said, and I put this in the book, to be the most progressive president, everybody said, oh, that's not what he means. We know Joe Biden. He's a pragmatic moderate. That's not true. He is instituting the most progressive policies that any administration ever has, and we need to understand what's at stake. The one thing about the two issues that you presented, Steve, inflation can get fixed, right? It can go away. It can get fixed by the next administration, or if we take back the House and the Senate. But at the end of the day, these hundreds of thousands of people that they're letting in the border, we all know this from when it happened decades ago. Once they're in, and they know what they're doing. Make no mistake about it, guys. This is intentional. It's not like they're trying to figure out the root causes. They know what it is. They're ignoring it for a reason. All of those people are potential Democratic voters, and there's a reason that they're not doing what they need to stop it, because they want to institute a permanent Democratic majority voting base.
Right. And, the root cause is, in my view, not in Central America. It's at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And speaking of the White House, a previous Democratic occupant of the White House, he had very different views on this topic of immigration. Let's take a look at a cut from the State of the Union address in 1995 of Bill Clinton.
All Americans, not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country, are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers.
Sean, that wasn't that long ago. What happened to that Democratic Party?
Well, it got yanked far to the left. The idea of being center-left is gone. I mean, this is sad to say, but Bill Clinton wouldn't be considered a Democrat anymore. I mean, and that shows you how far left that it's gone. But as I said, it all gets back to a big picture plan. These folks understand that in order to institute the policies they want, the far left progressive policies that they're advocating, they need a permanent Democratic majority, and everything that they're doing is in pursuit of that. And so all the things that we are seeing now, inflation, borders, COVID, mask mandates, this is what they're in search of.
Sure.
A greater role for government and a greater progressive set of policies.
It's about power, right? Power rather than our prosperity. Sean Spicer, congratulations on the book. Best of luck with it, and thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me, guys.
You bet.
Thanks, Sean.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.